Hello fellow travelers, welcome to my channel. My name is Enrique and today we will talk about the best things to do in Monterrey. Our first stop will be Parque Fundidora near downtown. It was a steel factory many years ago, but it was converted into an urban park by the local government. In fact, it is one of the largest urban parks in Mexico. Inside, you can find playgrounds, picnic areas, workout stations, an aviary, a skating rink, an indie movie theater, artificial lakes, food stands, a nice restaurant with a view, a zip line, and even a few museums. There are also paddle boats and bike available for rental. You can spend a whole day of fun with friends or the family. Don't miss out when visiting Monterrey. Right next to Parque Fundidora, you will find Paseo Santa Lucía. This place was inspired by the San Antonio River walk in Texas. Along the river, you will find restaurants and cafes where you can eat or drink something. It's a nice place to take a stroll while you admire beautiful murals and other forms of art designed by local artists. There are also boat rides available that can take you from Paseo Santa Lucía to Parque Fundidora and vice versa. This place takes on a whole different light at night. In fact, one of the best times to visit is every night, but especially around Christmas season when they decorate the place with Santa Clauses, snowmen, and the like. It's a must visit. The Macroplaza is located in the main square and is one of the largest plazas of its kind. It hosts smaller plazas, gardens, fountains, and several monuments. Other points of interest nearby include the government palace, the public library, the town theater, and the Cathedral of Monterrey. On September 15th, locals gather here to give El Grito, which is the day that Mexicans commemorate Mexican independence from Spain. Located in downtown, Barrio Antiguo is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Monterrey. Here you will find restaurants, cafes, bars, antique shops, and art galleries. One of the best times to visit is Sundays, when there is a local market where you can find all kinds of things imaginable, from handicrafts to clothing to other interesting items. And well, there are lots of photo opportunities here. Don't forget to bring your camera. There are colorful houses, colorful facades, and lots of places to take pictures. If you like to party, this is a place to go at night. There are several bars and nightclubs for all that cater to all kinds of people. Whether you want to spend a quiet night with your date or a wild party with your friends, this is a place to go. There are several museums in Monterrey that you can visit to learn about its history and culture. For starters, I recommend heading over to the Government Palace Museum in the Macroplaza. Inside, you will find clothing, photos, and historical documents to learn more about the history of Monterrey and its state, Nuevo León. You can also head over to Museo de Arte Contemporáneo, Marco, where you will find paintings and sculptures by Mexican and international artists. I also recommend visiting the Museo de Historia Mexicana, which houses artifacts that date as far back as the pre-Hispanic era. Nearby, you will find the Museo del Noreste, where you can learn more about the history of Nuevo León and its neighboring states of Coahuila and Tamaulipas. And don't forget to visit Museo del Dulce, where you can learn about the history and making process of local candy or sweets, and you can even try some of them. Other museums include the Paseo de la Fama, which where you will learn about the history of baseball in Monterrey, and Museo del Obispado, where you will learn about the invasion, the American invasion of Monterrey in the 19th century. If you would like to admire Monterrey's skyline, then I recommend heading over to Mirador del Obispado, just a few minutes away from downtown. You will find a monumental flag, a monumental Mexican flag. It's beautiful. They take it down when it rains a lot or if it's too windy, so keep that in mind. If you visit during those times, then you won't probably see it. Other than that, it must be there. On site, there is a museum, the Museo del Obispado, which was a church and a fortress during the American invasion of 1848. The museum closes early, but you can visit the lookout point at night. I have visited both during the day and at night, and I loved the views at both times. But you have to go and judge for yourself. If you love nature, I've got you covered too. Monterrey is known as La Ciudad de las Montañas, which translates as City of Mountains, due to the number of mountains or hills it is surrounded by. These include Cerro de la Silla, Cerro de las Mitras, Cerro del Topo Chico, among others. These places are perfect for hiking, whether you are a beginner or at a higher level. There are other places that I recommend visiting too, like Chipinque on the southern side of Monterrey, La Estanzuela, and La Huasteca. Speaking of La Huasteca, this park is perfect for adventure seekers. There is a camping site nearby where you can spend the night, and it's a perfect spot for rock climbing and cycling. If you're into amateur photography too, this is a perfect place. This is a perfect place to go, so don't forget to bring your camera along. Monterrey is a shopping paradise. There are many malls or shopping centers throughout town, like Galerías Monterrey, Galerías Valle Oriente, Pabellón M, Interplaza Shoptown, Plaza México, Plaza Fiesta San Agustín, Paseo San Pedro, among many others. Locals head over to these places to escape the heat. During the summer months, it can get temperatures reach over 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. So while they're doing some shopping, they also watch a movie or grab a bite. So if you visit Monterrey during the summer months, this is a good option to go to escape the heat. You can't visit Monterrey and not attend a soccer game. Regios, the locals, Monterrey locals, are huge soccer fans. In fact, you can tell when one of the local teams is playing because all the streets are empty. By the way, the two local teams are Tigres and Rayados. Fans are very passionate, and it's not just about the game. So before and after the game, there are shows, raffles, contests, and entertainment for the whole family. So if you happen to be in Monterrey during a match, make sure to visit, but buy your tickets in advance because they sell up fast. Monterrey is famous, among other things, for cabrito and carne asada. Cabrito is the goat kid, and well, to be honest, it's delicious, but to be honest, not many locals like it or eat it too often. It's mostly tourists. But carne asada, on the other side, is different. Many people gather together at their homes and make carne asada, which is some kind of barbecued meat, and serve it with beans, char beans, guacamole, tortillas, quesadillas, onions, and other things. So if you have friends from Monterrey, they will probably invite you to a carne asada. They like to grill their meat. But if not, if you don't have any friends there, I recommend heading over to one of the many restaurants in Monterrey because you will probably find it on their menu. Try it and thank me later. Villa de Santiago is less than an hour away from downtown Monterrey. Many locals visit this charming town on weekends to relax from school and work. There are activities for everyone. If you're into extreme sports, there are underground rivers, waterfalls, caves, and mountains. Other activities include fishing, ATV rentals, and kayaking. If none of that is your thing, then you can simply tour the town on foot. There are several places that you can visit. The architecture is beautiful. The food is delicious, by the way. Don't forget to drop by Casa de la Abuela. The food is delicious. It's one of my favorite restaurants, and it's not too expensive. And there are also several buffet-style restaurants on the way between Villa de Santiago and Monterrey. This place is known as Los Cabazos. Also, if you have not done your shopping yet, then this is a good opportunity to do so. There are several handicrafts, stands, and shops in the area, and well, you can spend a nice day there. Don't miss out. Well, folks, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share with others to help our community grow. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Don't forget to follow me on social media to keep up to date with the latest information and tips on Mexico travel. You can find my contact info in the description below. Bon voyage!